AI is really set to transform the banking sector from our experience. AI solutions work best when we have a lot of data available, and banks are a very data-heavy industry. Especially the transactional data that they have from their customers provides so many more insights than every other industry data set actually can. And banks have been using this data and traditional methods of AI already for more than a decade, but they've never been using it to the full potential. And now with generative AI, there's a whole new world of opportunity opened up to really transfer them processes in full. And I'm not meaning like small tweaks to existing things, really large-scale transformations. This typically works best when like the predictive and the generative AI come together. We can think, for example, about money laundering. If we think of money laundering, the generative AI actually comes in and takes the unstructured data, prepares it, and synthesizes it into structured format. The predictive AI then leverages it to identify patterns, and then out of that, the generative AI can synthesize a report. So we really can transform the process end to end.
That's an interesting example, and I'm sure the opportunities that it might present will be very interesting. Get onto that in a second, but first, talk about the industry itself. They're going to be looking at that suggestion and thinking more in terms of the costs, which presumably in terms of employment are going to be fairly heavy.
Well, I think overall, like generative AI will build on existing AI strategies that banks already had in the past. And maybe let me take briefly a step back. I think if we talk about generative AI and predictive AI, those are two fundamentally different components. We can think of it as the two parts of the human brain. The left side being the predictive AI that actually focuses on logic and calculation, the generative AI focusing on the creativity and expression. And we need both of them, and we need to bring both of them together. And banks have been working with AI and had AI strategies already in place. And a lot of executives are currently questioning, with this revolution of generative AI through ChatGPT and those tools, do we have to redo everything from scratch? And we really believe this is not the case. On the contrary, the generative AI will complement the already existing strategies that banks had in place on traditional AI. And banks going forward should have both of them in place, and those that already have been successful on AI.
But as you say, the new generative AI capabilities and the way that the industry and the technology is evolving is going to be exponentially more effective than what we've done. The people who are behind this, who don't have that capacity, are going to be losing their jobs. I don't want to put you on the spot, but one has to be fairly clear and transparent about this. This stuff can do a lot of the number crunching and the work that humans are now doing right now much quicker and much more effectively.
So I think there's two components to this. The first one is we firmly believe banks will never be run only on AI. And yes, the role of the human employee will change over time, and everybody who's working will most likely have contact with AI. And there's different ways in which you can have contact with AI, through actually developing, shaping the roles of AI, using AI, or governing AI. So this will have an impact. And then I think there is a second component to this, which is really important. AI will never do it all. So AI will never do everything on its own well. If we think about it, AI works best if it's complemented by the human, and especially in those areas that fall outside of the area of expertise of AI.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.